John Paul Gimble, or Johnny as he was known, was among the most influential country musicians of the 20th century. His career spanned more than 70 years, during which time he worked with artists ranging from Bob Wills to Carrie Underwood. So it's only fitting that the Country Music Association has chosen to induct Johnny into the Hall of Fame this year, as announced at a press conference in spring of 2018.
The newest inductee into the recording and or touring musician category of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Mr. Johnny Gimble.
At one time, he was known as the only unofficial house musician on Austin City Limits, having appeared as a guest on more episodes than anyone else.
Do old Bob Wells songs, right? And guess who I run into out there a while ago? Johnny Gimble. Come up here and help us play some of them, all right?
And on Paul's right over there, Mr. Johnny Gimble playing the fiddle. Georgia. That's old Johnny Gimble right there. Where'd you stay last night?
Johnny's personality, strong Christian faith, dry humor, and quick wit were legendary. He was truly a joy to work with. I'm proud to have known him, played with him, and even shared a few lengthy phone conversations with him over the years. With his passing in 2015, the music business lost a true pioneer of Western swing and fiddle in contemporary music. The Cotton Country Club in Granger, Texas, hosted Mr. Gimble a couple of times over the years, and whereas Bobby Whitton and I traded a few stories about him in the farmhouse recently, I wanted to share them in acknowledgement of the upcoming CMA Awards show and honor a man who has had an untold influence on my life and career. Here at the Steamboat Music Festival, they do like a honor of different artists, and they did Gimble one year. Everybody's fiddle players, got up and did something on the first half of the show, and we had an intermission, and afterwards he got up and played a full set. Kind of funny because all those young fiddle players, half of them didn't really want to play on it. They knew him and respected him, but they really weren't swing players, Yeah. We were all intimidated by him. First thing he said, he goes, "Boy, it's great to see all these young fiddle players in here. I tell you what, it's wonderful. I tell you, if I could have played like that at that age, by now I'd be 79 years old." And every one of us was sitting there, we all looked at each other. I'm not sure exactly what he meant by that. I think it was a compliment, but I'm not really sure. I was backstage. I didn't think anybody was around. It was earlier in the day. I was noodling around and I started playing "You're Something Special to Me," and he walked up behind me. I didn't know he was there. Just the two of us. And he says, "I used to know that song." And I turned around and said, "Yeah, I bet you did." And he said, "Yeah, I used to play it on my show and sing it." He said, "Then one night this lady came up to me and she said, 'You can't sing like George Strait. You don't need to be singing that song.'" And he said, I told her, "Well, I beg your pardon, but George Strait can't play fiddle like I can." And she said, "Nope, and he doesn't go around trying neither, does he?" He said, "So I don't play that anymore."
I met Johnny Gimble when I was a little kid in Houston, and I was around him several times, before I moved to Nashville. And I seen him several times in Nashville too. He was a really good guy.
That he was. He really was. First time I saw him, I think I was about 4 years old. It was at Keith Coleman's funeral for him and Elton Chandler.
Yeah.
I was real little when Keith passed away, but those are the two that I remember from the, because I recognized them from all the old Bob Wills records. I knew who they were.
Yeah.
And they came back a few months later. They dedicated a park there in town to him. And they came back and played on a flatbed trailer.